She always looked more comfortable making people laugh. Welcome to the channel Star Spotlight, where familiar faces often carry stories that never fully fit inside headlines. For many viewers, Brandi Passante became someone who felt unexpectedly familiar. Reality television has a strange way of creating that feeling. People watch enough episodes, enough conversations, enough ordinary moments, and eventually they begin believing they know a person completely. Sometimes they know the image. The person is another story. As public attention grew around Brandi, conversations often drifted toward appearance, rumors, and moments that spread quickly across the internet. Certain photographs and headlines would pull attention for a few days, then disappear. That cycle has become part of modern fame. A brief moment becomes a lasting impression, and people start attaching assumptions to someone they have never actually met. Meanwhile, life continues quietly in the background. The interesting thing about Brandi was never simply that she appeared on television. It was the balance she seemed to carry. There was humor in her personality, directness in the way she spoke, and a sense that she preferred authenticity over performance. Audiences often connected with that immediately. Still, being visible creates its own pressure. There is an unspoken expectation that public figures should remain unchanged. People become attached to a version of someone from years earlier and hold on to it as if time should pause for them. Real people cannot do that. They grow older. They change. Relationships shift. Priorities evolve. Life keeps moving whether cameras are present or not. There is also a quiet loneliness that can exist inside recognition. Not necessarily because someone is alone, but because being noticed and being understood are very different experiences. Public attention often focuses on fragments, a photograph, a headline, a rumor, while overlooking the ordinary human parts that matter most. Brandi's story reflects something many people understand more than they realize. We all spend part of life being seen one way while privately becoming something else. We all know what it feels like to outgrow old versions of ourselves. That may be why people continue returning to stories like hers. Not because they are perfect stories, because they feel familiar. At the end of it all, the headlines eventually fade and the conversations move elsewhere. The person remains, and perhaps that is the part worth remembering. If this story stayed with you, share your thoughts below. And if these quieter human stories mean something to you, consider liking the video and subscribing to Star Spotlight for more thoughtful documentaries that look beyond public attention and closer to the person underneath.